We're sharing this space in memory of all the Black lives taken by the police. A space to share, mourn, and to reflect. Being born and raised out here, this means so much to me, right? On that note of reflecting, I reflect back when I was 9 years old when I had my first encounter with the police. I reflect back going to junior high school a few blocks from here and going through metal detectors and seeing police in my school. Years later, I would get stopped and frisked constantly. I knew then what I know now. Those encounters are not normal. Those encounters can lead to life or death, as we've seen with George Floyd, Eric Garner, Breonna Taylor, Tony McDade. We can't normalize racism. We can't normalize white supremacy. When we say Black Lives Matter, we mean stopping gentrification. When we say Black Lives Matter, healthcare system that saves and cares for Black lives. Having schools that empower and love Black kids. For the white folks who are allies, we need you to dedicate every day of your lives to this. Every day of your life to dismantle white supremacy. It doesn't stop with the police. We need to dismantle this whole system, let's be clear.
I want abolition, I don't want no reform.
I want abolition, I don't want no reform.
There will be division till you burn that uniform.
There will be division till you burn that uniform.
Abolition is a political stance that understands that the government uses the police and the prisons and the courts as tools of oppression to protect the interests of the capitalist and colonial. That means land stealing, that means property owning, slave master ruling class.
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Leilin, Polanco, extravaganza.
Leilin, Polanco, extravaganza.
Say their names.
Say their names.
Leilin Polanco shared a post on her Facebook that said, "I'm proud of my heart. It's been played, stabbed, cheated, burned, and broken, but somehow it still works." Leilin Polanco extravaganza, a trans Afro-Latin woman, passed away at age 27 from epilepsy, trapped in solitary confinement at Rikers Island. Let's get free.
Let's get free.
Before I speak anywhere, I always give land acknowledgement to where we stand. Where we stand is Lenni Lenape land. This is indigenous land. This is stolen land, right? Right. Right? I need to hear you, right? My grandmother is a Jehovah's Witness, right? A lot of us know Jehovah's Witness to be, you know, the evangelical door knockers, the ones that are on our porches. And I think that, because I know my grandmother very well, I think that a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses are misinterpreted and misunderstood. But I'm thinking a lot lately during these days about what it means to be in spaces with her and hear her talk to me. When it comes to her faith, she believes in the last days, right? Fire, brimstone, destruction. Fire, brimstone, destruction. And I want to say, fire, brimstone, and destruction. And I want to say that these are not those days. These are not those days. These are beginning days. Beginning days. From the ashes, things will rise. Things will rise. And that's all I can say in my head every day that I wake up. And I have this intimate trauma interlaced with this social trauma that I think a lot of us here are experiencing. Black people, indigenous people, white allies, white abolitionists, whatever you may be. If you want change, you feel it in your body. You feel it right here. You feel it where we stand in this altar. And I think that that matters. I think that that matters. These are beginning days.
A Black trans man from Tallahassee, Florida, Tony McDade, was released from prison a week before his assassination. He maintained a profile picture that said, "I love myself. I don't need no one else." On May 27th, after being harassed by a group of transphobic men, McDade was shot and killed
your temple. Let it lead you to your spirit sings. Your mind's a well, fill it with knowledge and some deep thinking. Know this land is not your home if you start to sinking. Ancestors, hear me. Our people truly need thee. I seek the power of the sun orbit near me. Give us true guidance as we build upon your legacy. Endow us with healing, wisdom, love, and security. I give honor and respect to the spirits which are known to me. I give honor and respect to the spirits which are unknown to me. Jesus Christ for those who love a Savior. Muhammad, Buddha. For George Floyd, we honor you. We ask for your protection now that you've crossed over. This is supposed to be joyous too. As we're tearing down these systems, we can laugh and dance on it too, okay?
Abolition wasn't in everybody's tongue a couple of weeks ago, but now you see it arising, right? And now you see when you say a word, you summon it. When you say a word, you summon it. And when you summon it, it arises, it happens.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Say their names.
Say their names.
Breonna Taylor, an EMT, a chair essential worker during COVID, was shot 7 times and murdered in her own home on March 13th, 2020 by the Louisville Metro Police Department. She would have been 27 on June 5th. On Twitter, Breonna said, "I get tired too." No one has been charged for her murder. Let's get free.
Let's get free.
My friend, they don't care if you're an individualist, a leftist, a rightist, a shithead, or a snake. They will try to exploit you, absorb you, confine you, disconnect you, isolate you, or kill you. And you will disappear into your own rage, into your own insanity, into your own poverty, into a word, a phase, a slogan, a cartoon, and then ashes. The ruling class will tell you that there is no ruling class as they organize their liberal supporters into white supremacist lynch mobs, organize their children into Ku Klux Klan gangs, organize their police into killer cops, organize their propaganda into a device to ossify us with angel dust, preoccupy us with Western symbols and African hairstyles, inoculate us with hate, institutionalize us with ignorance, hypnotize us with the monotonous sound designed to make us evade reality and stomp out our lives away. And we are programmed to self-destruct, to fragment, to get buried under covert intelligence operations of intelligent committees impulsed toward death. And there it is. The enemies polishing their penises between oil wells and pentagons, the bulldozers leaping into demolition dances, the informers wearing our shoes, looking for crumbs, the lifeblood of the earth almost dead in the greedy mouth of imperialism. And my friend, they don't care if you're an individualist, a leftist, a rightist, a shithead, or a snake. They will spray you with the virus of Legionnaire's disease, fill your nostrils with the swine flu of their ignorance, stuff your body into a tampon of toxic shock syndrome, try to pump all the resources of the world into their own veins, and fly off into the wild blue yonder to pollute another planet. And if we don't fight, if we don't resist, if we don't organize and unify and get the power to control our own lives, then we will wear the exaggerated look of captivity, the stylized look of submission, the bizarre look of suicide, the dehumanized look of fear, and the decomposed look of repression forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And there it is.
Defund, disarm, dismantle. One more time. Defund, disarm, dismantle.
João Pedro Matos Pinho.
João Pedro Matos Pinho.
Say their names.
Say their names.
João, a Black Brazilian, wanted to make his father proud. He was just 14 years old. He was just 14 years old. He was in the way of 72 bullets by the police. He was in the way of 72 bullets by the police. He was feminist, politician, communist, activist, mother, daughter, sister, friend, who was also murdered by the state. We repeat her brave words. How many more must die for this war to end? The roses of resistance are born in the asphalt. We receive roses, but we will be with our fists clenched, speaking of our existence against the push and pull that affect our lives.
We need to make a promise today that the fight continues every day moving forward. We should demand a future that works for all the people. We must dare to imagine a world that dismantles white supremacy. There is no amount of money, not enough reforms that should make us feel comfortable to going back to that normal. We owe this to ourselves. We owe it to the youth. We owe it to all the Black lives that got lost. Let's continue to get together, continue to put the pressure to demand a world that cares for Black lives. Let's continue to reimagine a world that loves Black lives. Peace and love to everybody. All power to the people.